go. Let's go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another amazing show. I'm Block.studios.
I'm Ethan the Artisan.
I'm BrickingUpBrad.
And I'm Matt Mellish.
And we
One
are
and
the
only.
Stud Buds. Hello, thank you guys all for being here. We're super excited to have another week, to share some time with you, do some stuff, learn some things, have some great fun. Ethan will eventually unblur and be part of the show, so we'll just watch that.
Yeah,
So-
I even said my name before you said your name on my end.
Did you really?
As soon as you hit the live button, he glitched out. As
I know.
soon as you hit the button.
It knew it was coming, and it was like, Ethan's just notorious for going, so we got to keep the trend up.
Sure.
But with this amazing show, I'm super excited to learn some things. I need some more knowledge and look into some things that might be new. What do you think about that, Matt?
I think we have some news lined up
Oh, we
that,
do.
that
Oh, we do.
Brad will be hosting.
Oh yeah, it's Brad's turn this week. Welcome everybody to Stud Buds, where I have no clue what's going
Guys,
on.
okay, I'm
I
not gonna
just
lie.
come for
All
a
of us
pretty
rolled
face.
in here 2 minutes before the show.
Okay.
I didn't even
Brad's
have
now
news set
muted.
up.
Speak for
maybe
yourself.
I'm just-
I was the first one in here tonight.
Okay,
No,
okay.
I was
Wait,
before you.
hold up. Is it opposite day? Matt was the first one in. I was almost the last one in.
Ethan
I
was
also-
technically here, but Ethan wasn't here. It was just a black screen.
Okay.
I was fixing me some coffee.
Yeah, it was. I was the late one today, everybody. I know. I admit it. It's my fault.
Well,
Don't hate me for it.
No,
okay.
it wasn't Zane's fault. It was no one's
Oh.
fault. We were all to blame.
So,
We all
gentlemen,
take the blame.
What would you like to
we're just
start with
sticking
this
with our
week?
usual schedule.
Well, okay. I think before we start our normal show, we need to
Mhm.
make a big announcement of something that happened after last week's show, which was, guys, we now have a Stud Buds TikTok. And
Oh, yeah.
on top of the Instagram, on top of the Discord, we have that. We've been posting some clips. We've also been posting to the other platforms too. So don't worry if you're not on TikTok. We got you covered on the short form content. Some of them are from Wrathful, which is stuff he's edited. Maybe other people get in there too. If you edit something for the show, we'll see if if we want to throw it up there. So look, go follow us. I think it's just Stud Buds or the Stud Buds. Does anyone remember?
one of the
I think it's because Stud Buds was
Uh,
taken, unfortunately, by
yes,
some
it's
random
the
person
Stud
who doesn't
Buds.
do Lego content.
So the
Yeah, I know.
Stud Buds. So you can go check us out there. And we've already got some videos up, and you should definitely go check that out. And on top of it, Zane, what did you do after last week's show? There was something special that we're back to doing again.
Oh,
that
I
has-
uploaded the audio to our amazing platform called Anchored, but it goes to Spotify. That was a joke, Matt. I knew what we were talking about. That was a joke, Matt. So we are also now uploading to the podcasting platforms, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, all that stuff. So if you guys want to listen while you're driving, while you're working, whatever, to the show that we have at hand, throw it on there and give it a listen.
So I just wanted to quickly talk about those things before we got into the normal part of the show. So Zane, take it back. You got this.
I
I
mean,
love you.
are we starting our normal way? Is that what we want to do
Yeah.
this week?
Let's-
Do we want to
let's-
change it up, or do we want to keep it the
We
same?
never have a normal
Please,
way.
let's just keep it the same.
That's true. You're right. It's never a normal show. So, Ethan, since you're laggy, let's just see how long it takes you to get through. How was your week?
We're timing it.
Oh, my week. Okay. So
While
my
you talk,
week.
I'm gonna go
So
get some stuff.
next week. Okay, I'll even make it long so you have extra time.
Okay.
So, so Land of BrickCon is coming up, and I've been doing a lot of preparations for that, building mocks or getting my mocks all prepared, and I have to finish my YouTube video in time. So I've been doing a lot of preparation for that convention, which I'll be leaving not tomorrow, but on Thursday. And also, am I incredibly glitchy?
You're fine. Just keep talking. Just keep talking.
I built some fun little geometric
super
shapes
cool.
out of Lego. Thought that was fun.
And he shows how he did them
man.
on TikTok,
Crazy.
YouTube, and Instagram. So you guys should go check that out.
Let's see if I can. Oh, almost there. Oh, look at that. That's
You
fun.
angled it perfectly
and then-
for that video.
Drop
Oh.
it.
But that was basically my week. Getting ready for making that TikTok, making that TikTok video, then making a YouTube video, then getting ready for Atlanta BrickCon, which will be super awesome. I'll be in the Rebel Egg section, displaying my mock. So if you happen to be in the Georgia Atlanta area, I expect you to be there because it would be awesome to see you guys. But that was basically my week. What about you, Mr. BrickingUpBrad?
So I got my usual haul of CMFs that I haven't opened because I just got them today.
I just want to point out that the people who really want the orcs and falconers in your area are probably very upset.
You know what, though? There was still like 6 left of each by the time I left. 7 left.
And how many did you take?
2 of each, and then I took 2 astronauts this time because I want to make sure I have 5 astronauts before they're gone. So I now have 14 orcs and 14 black falcons.
What are you doing with the astronauts?
Honestly, I just want 5 of them. They're pretty cool. I mean, the brown spacemen, we never know when we're going to get another space thing back. And on top of it, as you guys know, I really want to get into classic space some now, which actually I am wearing my Black Tron t-shirt from Brick Monarch Shop, which is new. And I have a classic space one. So
I was really afraid of Brad flashing us there.
I was making sure I was
I
not
got a
going to do
tattoo
that.
on my chest of classic space.
Right next to this castle one, and underneath it is the Exoforce tattoo. Actually, speaking of Exoforce, I got the sick hoodie in the mail, which I'm not sponsored. It's just T Public, I think it's called, and it's this awesome Exoforce hoodie, and I also got an awesome Exoforce shirt. They're having a big sale, and I was like, Mark Erickson put me onto them. And I was like, because he was always wearing a really cool Exoforce shirt, and I was like, hey, how did you get that? And he sent me to it. So I finally have some Exoforce merch to go with my hat. Also, I got this today, the Bionicle GWP, which I don't know. I just wanted it. I'm going to keep it sealed for a while. I don't think I'm going to build it just yet.
I think
really
Bionicle talk is coming soon to BrickingUpBrad's channel.
And it's not actually. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have the capacity to learn the whole entirety of learning the
Bionicle at the bar.
No, well, I'm just saying to learn all of Bionicle's lore is like trying to learn the entirety of the memorizing every word in the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the books. I'm talking like the thick volume.
Wow.
It's a lot. So
Man.
I haven't went towards that
Able to
yet.
learn this power.
But speaking of new series on my YouTube channel, I did pick up the Space Invader from Blacktron, which I am very excited about. I got this at a very high discount. The cheapest on Bricklink is 75. I actually got this for 50. So we talked about this in investment time. This is honestly one of my favorite classic spaceships that I've seen. So I'm really excited to pick this up. I have the original that I'm the new one that I want to build too. But starting, I'm hoping a Friday after this one or the Friday after that, Spaceport, my new series about Lego themes. Lego space themes is coming. We're going to start with Blacktron. I'm writing the script right that. And I'm really excited for that because that's going to be a fun video series to do. I've always wanted to get into the space lore, that sort of there. So I love Castle. I love the space stuff now. And so I'm really excited to have this ship and to be able to start talking about that stuff. And that's kind of why I'm also picking up some astronauts too. So I know that's very long. I've gotten a lot. I was also down in Dallas for 5 days. So all these packages started coming while I was gone. And my roommates were like, what the heck's going on? So
Yeah.
Matt, anything new on your end?
Yes, there is, as you can kind of see off to the side here. But first, before I get into what I'm gonna share about my week, I just want to say hey to everybody here in the chat. So we have Lego Lock-In, we have LCM Creations, Brick and Brood. Also, thank you to Brick and Brood for organizing the Lego streams that are happening with that schedule that you threw on Instagram.
Yeah, that was awesome.
If you guys,
LPN.
Zane, LPN is not a Lego stream.
You should watch it. It is a Lego stream.
Even
Okay,
Rob said that it's not a Lego stream. I was talking to him last night about it.
It's a Lego stream. It's a Lego stream.
But if you're interested in seeing all the other LEGO streams that are out there during the week and you're wanting to know what the schedule is, go check out BrickingUpBrad over on Instagram. And
We also did post it on our Instagram story, which you should follow us on Instagram at StudBuds.
Yeah, go check out the post. We also have Sean Studios, Orcs, Detain. So thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you here. My week, it was more focused on creating content rather than building new Lego or buying new Lego. So I finally posted my review. If I can move this out of the way. The beautiful A-frame cabin.
That's a
Very
really good
nice.
looking set.
Very nice set. I really like it. I would highly recommend it. If you want to see more about it, go check out my review over on my YouTube channel. But
Which was a very good review, and he's not paying me to say this. I found it a very good review, and you guys should go check it out because it deserves more views.
it took a long time to make. So I appreciate all the people who have checked it out thus far and have supported my content over there. So
I just dropped a link to it in the chat, so you should all go check that out.
Oh, well, thank you, Brad. I appreciate that. Look at that.
Now Matt is gonna have to do another video about building it again.
No, I perfectly caught it. My spidey senses were tingling.
Oh, tingle.
Then last night I was live on TikTok for a bit. And I was sorting out this box of bricks. This is the
From
good
2 years
old
ago?
No, this is the good old fashioned box of bricks from Black Friday. So if you're out there in the LEGO community, you know that on Black Friday at Walmart, usually, they have this at discount, like I think $30, if I'm guessing right, maybe $25 to $30. It's a great deal for 1,500 pieces, though, because they're in a multitude of colors. So I was sorting this out on TikTok last night, because, of course, with LEGO, we're forever sorting. It never ends. But I do have a lot of videos upcoming this week that I'm going to start working on. I have a lot of Avatar set reviews to still do. I have a lot of Lego flower bouquets to review as well over on YouTube and TikTok with the short form content. So a lot coming from me, a lot to do. I'm very busy in terms of content. And I forgot to say this last week, but I put an order into Bricks and Pieces, and I got some animals that I'm looking forward to getting in the mail. But according to Ethan, it might take like 3 months
for the
it to
June
come.
show around Brick Fair Chicago. We will have those orders because I also put in 2 orders that day. So
They're going to be busy. They're going to be busy with all the orders that came in that weekend, or that whenever that was that they actually updated new pieces in the system.
it was like 2 weeks ago, I think, at this point.
Hey, Ethan, everything okay down there? I just want to check on you.
I think I'm better. Am I better?
Now you want to check on people, Matt. Okay.
He had to go reset the hotspot.
Mhm.
Oh, good.
I had to go crank the generator. And
He had to go
Eat the
turn off
gerbils.
He had to go unplug the toaster.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, who's on the phone? I'm trying to send a fax.
Zane, what do you have going on this week?
Going on this week or what happened?
Well,
last
what happened last week? What did you have going on last week?
Oh, I finished moving, and as you can tell, I set up a lot of the new display.
Okay,
And so-
Zane. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look much different. So I was like,
Go back.
Oh, that looks, yeah.
I said the
definitely
same
looks
thing.
new.
I said
It
the
looks
same thing.
new, but
It's different. Like the layout's different. The Lego are mostly behind me. I took apart like 40 sets. Like I took a lot of sets apart. Like the Eternals set that I don't like. The small tumbler, some stuff that I don't like. Things that I don't necessarily want to display all the time. When you're moving, my in-laws and my wife were like, you don't really need all these out just to have them out. And I was like, that's a good point. So I disassembled a bunch of them. And then what was remaining, I can actually fit behind me. Like I have the Death Star and I have like Vader's castle and some other things going on. And it's like a giant C. Like you guys can't quite
like
see
it.
everything. But
I like
So
that.
you
Yeah.
have more or less space, you feel?
more space, but I have less Lego in here. And me and my wife are actually sharing the office now. Instead of being just me, like up against a wall, I'm in the middle of the room. And so the room continues that way with an even bigger wall. Like this is like a pop out. And then
I
the
see.
wall room is bigger. And she's actually over there playing Call of Duty right now. But that's what I mean. Like we've got 2 huge desks, and anyways,
Big
but yeah, it's a huge room. Wait, I gotta go this way.
Nice.
But we did this week. Well, she and I. Ah! Oh, that was her. Oh my god, that was all her moving. I thought something was falling. I heard shh, like yeah. You can see this behemoth of a Lego set right here.
nice gray pillar in the middle of your house.
Right here. Well, I'll stand next to it so you guys can see comparison.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember how we talked about like your light switches and stuff? Also, I got a new tattoo. Jellyfish.
Ooh, jellyfish.
Wow.
Man,
One, does this tell people how short Zane
that's
is?
crazy.
But
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
No, Zane's 7 feet tall. That's how tall the Eiffel Tower is.
That's where that is. So yeah, it's and like so it's really sturdy except for this top piece. This little thing is like the only thing that bothers me and Caleb. But my wife is actually the one
Man.
who built this in 2 days.
Oh wow,
Not even
Did
that
she
long,
in
a day
2
and a half.
days.
Did she enjoy the build?
Did you enjoy it? Can you hear her?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Kaylee. How do you feel about the Eiffel Tower?
No, it was good. It's really, really old, real quick. The legs are the same. All 6 legs are exactly the same.
So she's saying like this, all the way up and down.
Hmm.
It's exactly the same. Like these little cross braces all the way up, right?
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah, it's like 4 sections of this with all these pieces.
And then you've got, it says it's a 10,000 set piece, but you have 5,000 pieces in just that mid section.
This right here
Ooh.
has like 5,000 pieces in it. And then there's a whole bunch of wiener hot dogs in here. Glizzies.
That's nice.
yeah.
No, but so all like 1 out of 10.
10 being the best. One being
All
the
I've
worst.
ever built that was really hard was the Bugatti and that.
Okay, so she's got this and the Bugatti to compare to.
She's only built those 2 sets.
She always chooses the big hard ones and then doesn't
Didn't
build.
she
for
build
6
Baby
months.
Yoda?
Oh yeah, you built Baby Yoda too, didn't you? Right after Ivan died, we had
I
the little
love
thing.
Zane's badge as well.
I built the
Yeah.
Dorito.
Can we get information from him off that?
For our audio listeners, Zane's actually standing in the middle of the room right now next to his Eiffel
Sorry.
Tower, and you can
Me
see
and my
his
wife.
work badge on him.
Oh, can you really? Oh, I forgot to take that.
I
Thanks,
mean,
guys.
it's super blurry, but I was just like, I wonder if I can get private information off
Probably,
that.
you find out who I work for. I have my work badge on. I can see it. Thanks for telling everybody so people can go back and look at it.
I've only built the Dorito.
Oh yeah, the Dorito, the Bugatti.
We're so blurry right now. I doubt anyone can see.
Cactuses.
That don't count.
Okay, I would. My personal opinion, watching her build this, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. 6
Really?
I mean, it was fun. It looked interesting. It's really cool to stand next to.
Worth
But-
the money?
Worth the money?
Is it worth the money? No, it's not.
Apparently not. I'd say yes.
Did you get Eiffel's apartment with it?
Well,
Yeah, I did.
and
I haven't
Ah.
the box.
it's out of all the stuff
Good.
Hurts me.
This was
What?
$600 though.
after taxes and everything. That's what I'm saying. It's almost a $700 Lego.
Yeah.
True.
The
All
taxes.
Okay, moving on.
I'm doing how that there.
Next is I built this.
Oh,
You want to tell our audio listeners what that is that you're holding?
This is the UCS Razor Crest. And I have to tell you, out of every single UCS set I've ever built, this is number one right now.
It's a beauty.
I see why.
It's
Yeah.
gorgeous. The detailing through it, the inside, like just for perspective.
Wait a second. Go back. More than the Falcon?
The Falcon is different. Like the Falcon has the emotional bond and is my favorite. That like I will always say
Okay.
the Falcon forever.
Okay.
But like build wise and build style and stuff like that,
I'm surprised you say that.
I honestly would rather build this one over the Falcon.
I have to like this one for sure is it's better than the Falcon. It has a full interior, every aspect of it, like the full cockpit, Boba's armor,
it's
the
swooshable.
doors open on both sides. It's way more sturdy. Like
Is it heavier?
Spin around with it, like spin.
It's definitely solid. But check
and
this out.
swoosh.
These are the
Whoa.
engines, and they're damn near big enough to be a jetpack. I don't know, like this. How
Gearing content.
That's a jetpack.
My God.
Like I could fly away with this thing, right? For perspective. But
That's actually really cool.
even though that comes off,
That'd
It
be a great
has-
mock.
it has some jumper plates and stuff that it locks down to, and it's actually really solid. Like swooshing it around, moving it around.
You just can't turn it upside down.
Yeah, you can't turn it upside down,
Ooh.
obviously. But I love it. The build, like I'm sorry to say this, the TIE Fighter used to be my favorite build. Oh yeah, Ethan, I like your blurry blurg. The TIE Fighter used to be my favorite UCS build, but this one took the cake. It definitely did. It's a remarkable experience the whole way
I'm glad.
through. The colors, the spherical, not sphere, the cylinder for the engines, the way they did all of it, beautifully done. Beautifully
Worth
done.
worth the price.
Worth the price. Like the Falcon has a partial interior, and then a lot of things just sit on the Falcon. For those of you who built the Falcon, you know this. But it's only like a little bit of its actually interior. The rest of it's just Technic. This has Technic. It has things sitting there, but it's solid. It's structural. It's obviously can't turn upside down, but it puts all of the other ones to shame. Besides the TIE Fighter. The TIE Fighter I can literally drop and it not break.
You
But
hate the Star Destroyer, don't you?
I hate the Star Destroyer build. I thought about the other day when I was moving. I was like, you know what? It might be time to rebuild this because some pieces have fallen out and some stuff like that. Just for moving in general and stuff. But it's such a horrible build. It's so bad. It's panels on top of some Technic wedges, and like the way it clicks together with the ball joints is trash. Love looking at it, love having it, super happy.
Yeah,
that one's
great.
not worth the price.
Ooh, it has a presence when you walk
It
into a
definitely
room.
does. It makes a
but-
statement for sure.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
So
That was-
speaking of things that might be worth it,
And now for breaking news.
Well, way to just end the segment, Brad.
I was trying to move this along. Okay,
It was a good topic.
it was.
Mhm,
It was.
It was.
But let's talk about some Lego news right now, guys. The two big things that just got dropped:
Trash.
Captain Rex helmet and Commander Cody's helmet. So yeah, these are new. Guess people kind of like them.
Mm,
do you want me to
Hot
go
tassel.
first?
Yeah, go first, Matt. I know.
I know
have the
you
most
don't have much to
experience.
say. For me personally,
Okay, sorry. If I say anything, the only reaction I get is "You're a Castle fan. Shut up."
well, Brad, I don't know. Sometimes you unnecessarily say not so great things about Star Wars just because of Star Wars. But
Well, it is.
for me personally, as a big Clone Wars fan, as someone who grew up watching the Clone Wars, I'm stoked that they are making these two sets. Number one, the Commander Cody looks amazing. I don't know what it is, but they got the shaping down perfectly, especially around the brim next to the mouth.
Oh yeah.
It's just
Mhm.
superb level of sculpture that they did on this
sculpture,
one.
Mhm.
That I 100% will be getting, no doubt. The Rex, on the other hand, in my opinion, has some odd bumps and issues around the mouth. I think the mouth is way too small. Granted, it should be a little smaller than the other clones, just
Hmm.
because it's a variation of the Phase 1 helmet meshed with the Phase 2, because that's what kind of makes Rex's special. But that mouth area is just really, really small.
I did not know that.
I really like the way they did the Jag eyes on top, but unfortunately, there are a ton of stickers on that one that I'm not as excited about. They also did the rangefinder perfectly. It's a big upgrade from the Boba Fett helmet, so I'm very excited that they did a Rex. But unfortunately, I don't think it looks the best. This looks more like a caricature, whereas Cody feels spot on, perfect. My other big issue with them making 20th anniversary Clone Wars sets is that the 20th anniversary Clone Wars is for the Gendy series, the original
remember seeing that.
cartoon series from 2003.
On Cartoon
not-
Network.
Not Star Wars The Clone Wars. There's Star Wars Clone Wars, and then there's Star Wars The Clone Wars, which came out in 2008. Now, I don't know what happened, if Lego didn't get the memo, if this is a Disney thing, could be, who knows. But my big complaint is that the advertising, They just put out a really cool ad the other day, actually, where
Oh yeah.
Nest and Cody are showing up to their birthday party, their anniversary party, and it's just it rubs me the wrong way as a fan of the Clone Wars. Even like the poor older Clone Wars series just got the knife. I don't know.
So-
That's just me.
I have some thoughts on this too, because okay, first off, the Cody is actually really nice. I kind of like it. It's out of the helmets, that one caught my eye the most. And people are like, well, why did they do phase one? I think the phase one was a good decision. It's kind of nice, so you don't get because two helmets that kind of look the same in phase two.
Mhm.
I think the phase one was a good choice for that. I like it personally. Captain Rex, I don't care about. It's just I don't know, another Captain Rex thing. I'd rather get a figure if we're
At
gonna
least we
bring
can
Captain
afford
Rex.
this Captain Rex.
It's true. Well, can you though? It's $70. So all these helmets go for $70. So I don't know. But I have to say that has been the biggest disappointment for me is 4 sets this year they have put out, and I'm guessing there's gonna be more of being like, well, it's the 20th anniversary of Clone Wars, and we get a Clone Wars set with 4 clones, and you know what? It's based off of Star Wars Battlefront 2. We get these 2 helmets that are based off of exactly what you said. That is false advertising, my friends, and actually liable for a lawsuit technically. So I'm just
I wouldn't say
saying,
that. I think this is a Disney thing. Because Disney is working with Lego to produce these. I think Disney often comes up with the ideas for for what they're gonna put out there. So I don't know.
I think this is just a really bad mark because it just shows. It just feels like you're not connected to this material that you're doing. I would have preferred to get these helmet without the 20th anniversary mark, and the same thing for the panel packs or whatever. Like, just don't acknowledge that it's been 20 years since that. If that's how you're gonna if you're not even gonna put out stuff like, and then we get the TIE bomber that's just supposed to be what 40 years of Empire.
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. TIE bomber is not even it, and the character that comes with it is actually from Star Wars Squadrons, I'm pretty sure. So to me, again, this feels very disconnect from, hey, here's the material and this is the anniversary or whatever. You had the perfect opportunity for Attack of the Clones. What was it, last year, to do 20th anniversary sets of that, and you didn't do anything. We got a Blitz pack, right? That was technically the 20th anniversary. So I don't know. To me personally, it just feels like there's a very big disconnect here between the source material, Lego, and Star Wars and / Disney itself, which I think is a very big problem. So,
Zane, you're a big helmet display guy. I think you have all of the helmets, don't you?
Not all of them. I don't have Luke's helmet, and the Dark Trooper. Those are the 2 I'm missing. But on a positive note, because we're being very negative today, I think they look fantastic. I mean, yes, Cody Rex's mouth is a little bit small, but out of all the helmets, I mean, these look fantastic. I don't know all the history yet again, but as a Clone Wars fan, seeing these helmets being made is great. Again, it's like Star Wars fans are never happy, right? So we're like, hey, this came out exactly 20 years ago. It's the wrong Clone Wars. It's not the Attack of the Clone Wars. Okay, that's true. That's factual. 100%. False advertising, great. But generic people like me and Rob talk about it. And it's funny because we're like C-level Star Wars fans. We know Star Wars, but we don't know like all the characters, all the names, what year this was made, what year this was penciled and designed, handed off to George Lucas. We don't know all that stuff. You know, what he had for breakfast for 20 years. We don't know that stuff. So we see this. We're like, we grew up with clones. We like clones. Cool. I'm happy they made this instead of like the Dark Trooper that's like squished for no reason at all.
For
like,
sure.
You know,
No, yeah,
I really like them. I do. The only thing about Cody is the gray piece on the it's turned so you don't see it. But I get they don't make it orange. They're not going to make an exception for this one thing. That's fine. But
I'm feeling someday they're going to make that orange, and every person who bought this helmet is going to buy that piece
and do a little mod.
Just
right?
paint it. Just
I genuinely love them. I think they look great. The TIE bomber is the thing that just pisses me off out of anything.
G-rated content.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, that wasn't anything mean.
Wait, are you said as a set, because I think honestly it's a really good set. I like
the set. The set's really good. I think they did a good job.
Yeah.
You know, why are you blue for the other one? Like, but I'm just saying, like you said, the 40th anniversary. That's where the facts to me start to linger over. You know,
Yeah.
clone versus Attack of the Clone. It's there. That's a fine, not really fine line, but it's something not many people know. But when you have like Empire Strikes Back versus, you know, Return of the Jedi, like those are clearly two different movies, and you're clearly choosing two different things.
Yeah.
Anyways, so but
No,
I
and
like these sets.
for the record, I think these are good helmets generally.
Yeah.
I just don't have anything to say about the Rex one. I said I liked the Cody one. Like, you say I hate too much. I'm giving honest feedback about, hey, this is something that they are factually saying that's not true.
You're not
I think
wrong.
that-
None of you guys are wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
No,
throw the other boomerang.
I'm really happy that they made them. I'm really
Yeah,
happy
as I
that
said,
they're
I like
actually
the Cody
making
one.
prequel related
Yes.
sets.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
it's about time.
Yeah.
Well, me and Rob actually talked about this on ELPN because we are a Lego podcast and stuff. So,
Mm.
I'm gonna be stuck on that. You
Mm.
hurt my feelings, just so you know.
Mhm.
We actually talked about how earlier Lego sets were coming out that were Star Wars or for the earlier generation, right? I think Dave Filoni's the one that said it. Like, no, it wasn't Dave Filoni. Anyway, someone said that, you know, the original trilogy was made for the kids of that age, of that
Yep.
era. Clone Wars were made for our generation. The new three were made for the next generation. Yes, we don't like the new ones. Great, whatever. But so right now we're at the age that the original, you know, Star Wars fans when Lego started coming out, right? So it's our turn to have the Clone Wars stuff because we're starting to see the Clone
Yeah.
Wars come out. We have the anniversary stuff. You know, we're starting to see more of it. So in 10 years is when we might see like UCS. I don't know.
Venator.
Awaken stuff. God, I hope they make, like, if they were to make a UCS set this year, I would pray for a Venator. So
Perfect time. Actually, that would technically be right.
Ethan, what do you think of the helmets? You've been quiet.
I think they're. I mean, I'm not like the biggest. I don't have a helmet, but one thing that I do appreciate about the helmets is it's for the mock building route. There's great techniques to learn a lot from it. Like just this one set comes with a lot of techniques where you can learn a lot, whether you know with a large scale or even small, make it smaller, with like making it smaller characters. There's a lot of techniques that you can learn within a build. Like out of most of the sets at the Lego store, this is probably one of the sets that kind of has a technique that you kind of would use with mock building. But I think they're cool. I think
great point.
I'm kind of interested to see could you change the colors and make regular just regular clones, not like would the Commander Cody, could you change the colors to where it looks just like a regular phase 1 clone?
I have a feeling you could easily, actually, and I think you could take off
Is the visor
kind of thing.
Can you?
And I think the
does
visor, you
visor
probably could
come off?
I mean, I don't know, but
So-
it looks like you could at least take it off in a way, and there might be a little bit of gap where you have to put a couple pieces. But I think honestly, you could do a straight white clone if you wanted, or even change that to like. I'm trying to think of what other officers had visors, but like
I'm
you
sure
know,
there's a way
green-
to mock it and
yeah.
to take the visor off. Like
Oh
I'm
yeah.
sure the visor
Mhm.
doesn't. I'm sure it's built into the head, but
It's exactly like the Lego one. It's got holes in the helmet, and you just.
All right. Well, speaking of helmets, I think we all got our opinion out on this. One I'm actually a fan of, and I was really surprised. This was one where we weren't expecting, like we didn't have rumors of, but this is Princess Leia, Boushh. Is that how you say it? Boushh. I'm not
Boushh.
gonna lie, amazing set. I don't. Y'all all say I hate on stars. I think this is an amazing set. Actually, I really like the look of it. It looks cool,
If you-
and it looks very. Sorry, Ethan, go.
I think it looks really cool. If you told me this was a spaceship, I would believe you though. Like literally, I could see it. Like the green is the windows. It just, but I mean, it looks really cool. I think it looks cool, and the techniques are great.
I think this
And
is a bold choice because it's not as prominent in Star Wars. Like not like Star Wars fans will know what it is, but for even I guess lesser Star Wars fans who aren't as knowledgeable about what everything looks like, what every species is, etc., they might not recognize it right away until they look at the back of the box. So I don't necessarily know if this will sell as well. I'm curious to see how it does.
I feel like there'll be a
honestly,
hard split between
Yeah.
old fans and new fans. Because old fans, like us and older fans, will know because we grew up with it and had clones and stuff like that, and we watched this first. Whereas new fans have like, Rogue One and
Yeah.
the last three. Like, yes, they have the other ones, but those are not as prominent in their lives as this was for us.
I think there's still enough of a fan base that this will sell. And I think honestly, it's a slick looking helmet. And it says 48 years of Jedi. And it's from Jedi. So it's
They got it
actually
right.
the right. Yeah, they got the right advertising on it. So for me, this one, I think the only worry is that it won't sell just because of the less brown it. But I think besides that, it's honestly a solid set. The advertising is great. And I think honestly, I would personally rather get this one over the other ones just because I like the cool look of it. You don't have to use it as Princess Leia's, but I think it just has a cool look to it. To me, it has a presence. So
it's my number one.
also, Zane, I mean that's medium nougat on it, right? Like
I think it's dark
yeah.
tan. Is it medium
it?
nougat?
I
No,
can't
it's
tell if
medium
it's medium
nougat.
nougat.
It is
Oh,
medium
yeah.
nougat.
Oh, we're getting
It's
medium
medium
nougat.
nougat.
We're getting a medium
Yeah.
nougat helmet. Don't you
Mhm.
worry about it, guys.
Yeah,
medium
exactly. Like
nougat.
this
Yeah.
this
Here we
helmet was
come.
made for Zane. Like
If y'all didn't know, my
Mhm.
favorite Lego color is medium nougat.
any other quick thoughts about this one?
Love
I
it.
like it.
Where would y'all rank this?
I like it.
And all three of them. To me, it's this, Cody, Rex.
Just these.
Yeah.
Out of these three.
Cody. It depends in terms of what I would buy versus what
probably has
I
the
think
best
is a better
techniques.
model.
Unlimited money, just looks. Solely off of looks and what you like the most.
I'd have to agree. This Cody Rex, and I think
My-
the reason too is this is not hating on the other two. Other two have kind of similar to the Stormtrooper that we got. I think this is like unique. This is a very unique helmet compared to other
true.
ones we've gotten, and it doesn't like. It's not like with the Dark Trooper helmet that's very squished. Again, like you're bringing up that point, it's very full. It's very there. Like it's not. It's all there. If that makes sense.
I would say in terms of the build, Cody this Rex. In terms of what I like, Cody Rex this.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's fair.
Ethan.
This one is clearly the best built. Like coolest techniques,
Mm.
coolest color, more it'll stand out in your room. But
Yeah.
for me, I like Commander Cody as a character. Like I think he's cool. There's a lot of nostalgia around that character. So I went the Commander Cody before this, but this is the cooler one. If
This
that makes
isn't
sense.
one that I would want to display. That's why I ranked it the way that I did.
It's not as
because
You don't
iconic.
want to display it?
Mhm.
It's not as iconic, like you just said, Ethan. It's not as well known. It's not something that feels as Star Wars as the Clone Troopers.
It's true. I don't know. It's cool.
Interesting. Interesting.
All right. Let's quickly move on to what I don't know. It kind of feels like a last cash grab before it goes away, and that's the Harry Potter Dots collection.
What?
Yeah, if you guys don't know, Dots is going away after this year, and there's this Harry Potter Dots collection, which, like in the one on the left, like you can make a snitch, and then there's a pencil pad thing that you can make, and then there's a Hedwig on the far right, a Hedwig pencil holder, and a Dots Harry Potter keychain, I guess, and because I don't know how that connects.
I
but-
don't think this is a cash grab. I think they already had this in the production line, and it was already going to go out, and they promised Harry Potter that they would do it, and they got the rights. You know, like there was a lot more
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the last thing that they have to get out so that they can then end the theme.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So when you say ending this year, you mean like 2022 was when it was ending, right?
No, 2023 is the last
2023.
year.
Okay, so we got the rest of this year of Dots.
But I will
Yeah.
say, my mom, thank you, Mom, out there, she found Dots half off. They were also on sale on Lego.com, I had seen as well. So
What?
you might be able to find them half off because they're trying to get rid of them.
Yeah, they're yeah. I don't know. I think
I need some more
it's-
bracelets.
I think this
Right.
is interesting for sure. I don't know. It's not really that like. I think it was a smart move to go with Dots because you still get those cool pieces, but then it's still connected to something. But again, it's just like, You
It
really
doesn't
need them.
scream as Harry Potter to me.
The Headwing one is the only one, but like you're really just gonna do something differently. So
It's just a name. Yeah.
All right. So next up, for Disney 190 years, 100 years.
100 years.
We
Put
hit
out
100 years.
yeah,
Mhm.
I thought-
3 new
wow.
Brickhead sets. So the
Ah,
first one
yes.
is
That was
Moana and Brave. What's her?
Moana and
that looks
Oh,
good.
Brea?
yeah,
Merida.
it's from Merida from Brave.
Merida.
Yeah, it was stumping
So-
me too.
I like Merida and I like Moana. They don't exactly feel like they go in the same set together.
No, that feels a
but
little weird.
yeah. It's cool though. I like them.
Well, she
Um,
could have like a buildable chicken with her or something, and she.
They're
could have,
both
like, a horse.
princesses. They're both both
yeah,
princesses.
but it's like
Mhm.
Cinderella and Snow White like would have made more sense to me. But also younger generation. Also, I don't know. Brave isn't really big in media these days. So that
This is
one also-
newer wave. This feels still newer wave. They came
Yeah.
out relatively close to one another, so I feel like young girls,
They did.
especially young girls, who I'm not saying that young men can't like Brave or whoever, but
I like
I
Moana.
think Brave's
I like
awesome.
Moana.
Yeah, Brave. I was gonna say Brave is a pretty cool movie.
I
like-
think these serve the same demographic. I think that's why
Yeah.
they're paired together.
Makes sense.
I will say I think like Moana and like Elsa would have made a little more sense. But again, I don't know. It's just like I feel like Brave, that's not as relevant as a movie right now. Like I don't know. So I don't know. Not for me, as we can clearly tell. I'm not a Disney
Hey,
fan.
Brad,
Uh,
Brad, it's holding a reddish brown bow.
No,
You
I think
need
that's
this.
just a normal bow. I think that's just a normal bow. I was gonna ask that, but I think it's just the lighting.
You know,
It's a
So-
British brown.
you
bow.
complained
it?
about that there was a dark tan.
Wait,
bow
wait,
in a
hold
CMF.
up.
This is your reddish
No, I
brown
didn't.
bow.
No, hold. What? Oh, I did not complain. I absolutely love that there was a new tan bow. I will say that. I have 14 of those now. But is there another new bow? Like, is that reddish brown, Matt?
It's not a new bow. It's a
British brown is
It looks like a
normal
brown bow.
color for a bow.
It's not okay. You guys got me all excited that there's a new bow piece. We're gonna move on now that you guys have disappointed me.
it's not a new bow. It's a reddish brown
Reddish
bow.
brown is normal.
We're moving on. Another 2 characters. Go, Matt. Poke the
Cruella DeVille. Do you know who the other one is, Brad?
It's
Maleficent. I
Two-Face.
know. I'm saying Disney fan. Go talk to Disney. I don't know.
I'm a Disney fan, but I'm not a Brickheads fan at all. I think it's cool that they're making other Disney characters into Brickheads that aren't necessarily the heroes and the prominent ones that are
Mhm.
well known. I'm glad that they're making them. They're just not for me particularly. I can see a lot of Disney fans maybe thinking about getting these for the characters. It makes sense to pair some villains together as well. But ultimately, I'm waiting for some other
Yeah.
sets. I mean, Disney and Lego announced that they would be making more sets for
Yeah.
the 100 years anniversary. So I'm very excited to see what else comes
Yeah.
out. The Brickheads aren't as exciting to me.
Well, so something about these ones is, I mean, you guys know like the original movies where they came out, like 101 Dalmatians and stuff like that. And recently they've been coming out with like the anti-hero type stuff.
Yep.
Where like Maleficent was played by Angelina Jolie,
Mhm.
and like it's like making
They
you
had the
feel.
Cruella.
Yeah, they had the Cruella one was like last year or something like that.
Yeah.
No, actually, I think I might have been too. Anyways, but the whole I think that these 2 villains are more relevant because of that.
Yes,
Like
I agree.
Matt was saying, that's a really good point, Matt, about the relevancy behind like the like Moana and Brave and these 2 instead of like Cinderella, and because that was like our generation. These are like newer generations now.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I will say these
One thing
next
that's-
ones. Oh, sorry. Oh, Ethan, go on.
One
The
thing that's
delay.
interesting with the one on the left is you can see there's sand green 1x1s where the
Yeah,
eyes are to
right?
represent,
Yeah.
like what colors.
Makeup.
I thought that was cool.
Eyeshadow. That is cool.
Yep.
All right. No matter who you are, these next ones you're a fan of because they may be Brickheads, but they are some of the best we've got, guys. It is Wally and
Oh.
Eva. Guys, can I just say, I saw these and I go, I don't care if you're a Brickheads fan. These aren't Brickheads. These are just cool. These are just awesome. Like, Matt, even you got to say these are.
I'm glad that we're getting a Wally printed tile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it printed?
Yes.
That doesn't look printed.
It is.
There's a line down at the bottom and the top.
Brickheads
There's
don't
yeah,
come
plate.
with stickers.
That's a plate.
Yeah, it's a plate. Brickheads don't
What?
come with stickers.
But there's no way there's a plate that there's tiny this big.
No, I think that might actually not be a tile. I think that might be the side
it's a-
of a brick.
Yeah, I think it's a 1x4. That's what it looks like to me.
There's definitely a plate underneath whatever that piece is, and that's where the line's coming from.
Yes, but I
'Cause
just have to
brickheads-
say-
Brickheads don't have stickers.
I was about to say they don't have stickers, right? But
Yeah.
I wonder if they would do like this would be the first ever sticker.
I don't think it is.
Has anybody done
that
a
or
review
it's-
on these yet?
It's a print.
No. But
Some people
I-
have them, but I haven't seen like a full-on review.
Mm.
It's hard to
gotta say-
review a brickhead.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like just talking about it. This one is an iconic one. Sorry, go ahead, Brad.
I was gonna say the Wally definitely stands out more in my opinion. I think it captures the adorableness that is Wally. Eva is a little bit blocky, but that's a brickhead, and we gotta expect that. But I still think she's really good and well done. A little bit basic, but what else are you gonna do? She's a white orb. Like
Go back to the other two really quick. I just want to see something. Okay, go back to the next one. Okay, you see all these. Go for it again. They all have the same eyes,
I was just thinking that.
except for Eva.
And Wally. Wally's are huge.
Yeah, they're usually always that eyes.
Yeah, but they have
Oh.
the
Mhm.
white squares in them, whereas Eva doesn't. I wonder what the decision was behind that.
Well,
No,
Eva
I'm not
has
saying,
blue
like,
eyes.
It would-
every
wouldn't
brickhead
look
has
right.
those
It
eyes.
wouldn't look right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eva has blue eyes. But
Yeah.
my thing is are Wally's bigger or is he just so much smaller than everybody?
No, he's bigger. It's bigger. It's definitely a
He's-
2x2 tile
he's
instead of a
got big-
1x1. Yeah.
okay,
got
that's
big
what I
eyes.
thought.
But
So-
I don't know. I want some eye shine.
like
for
it.
Eva 'cause
It's a
it
great
looks
Wally build.
soulless.
Oh yeah. I mean, my mock one was better, but it is
It's
what it is.
Wally is
I
a
agree,
great build,
actually.
but Zane's is better.
Yeah.
Like Zane's better.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
I
that.
think these will do super well. These two I think will do the best. I think they're the cutest. I think they resonate with more people than just Brickheads fans. Even honestly, they could have just done Wally and he hit the button, I'm guessing. So that's all we got for news.
Spaghetti.
That's all we got for news. Yeah, spaghetti.
Oh, I totally didn't get the intro.
Spaghetti.
Just a second.
Hey, Matt, by
Spaghetti!
the way, I really like that sweatshirt, dude.
Thanks. You know where I got it from?
Jonathan?
No, Zavvy.com. And you can get this sweatshirt from
Zavvy.
Zavvy.
All right. Yeah.
Oh.
Using code MAT.
Wow, they're harping on you. Where was it at, Matt? Code Matt at Zavvy.com to get a sweatshirt like that?
Zavvy.com for 20% off.
I mean, if Brad can hype on his sweatshirt, I feel like you can hype on yours.
Yeah.
What,
bro.
hold up. It was a free sweatshirt. Okay.
He almost took it off.
How many goats? There's only
Ooh.
one goat here.
There's 4.
Okay, so this is Mocky
It's
time.
Zane because he's an old goat.
Oh,
Is there?
He's a Billy goat.
Oh,
I just
how
stood up
many
for you and
goats?
you did that.
Mm.
Yo, you're so mean.
Man.
Okay. How many goats?
Okay, so this is Mocky time. Find the part. How many goats are there in this next build? First one to guess gets a point. Are you all ready?
2.
You. Whoa.
2.
I think that was
Me
Matt.
and
yeah.
Brad were.
One-
What?
Brad?
One behind each of the dress.
No, me and Brad
what-
were
who
spot on
said
at the
that?
same time. Me
No.
and
Yeah,
Brad.
there's 2. Okay.
Yeah,
You
there's
were-
2.
One was before the other. Who said it first?
All right, chat. Who's came through first?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. If it's Brad, please tell
Okay.
me it's Brad. I have no idea.
On my end, it's all over the place.
They almost look photoshopped
but
in. They
2
don't
goats.
even...
Yeah.
No, they're
Oh,
real goats.
Wait,
This-
hold
this
up.
guy's-
Didn't
this
you
mock
send me this one,
clearly-
Ethan?
I did. I said prepare for Mocky time in a couple of weeks.
Ah, I forgot about that.
2 goats. But yeah,
Okay,
it's-
what's
it's-
next?
It's a cool looking
Okay,
build.
good.
Oh, I even circled them. This is like it's now 2 goats.
Hey,
Okay.
Ethan, whenever you circle on your phone,
Find
you
the
should change it
sand
from the
red tile.
highlighter to the marker.
I
Alright.
know. I was yeah, I know.
This is the one thing I
Find
did
the
not see on
sand
there.
red
Crap.
tile. Yeah.
He's so delayed.
I was just gonna say it. right? Oh, we're doing the.
Oh,
On the back of the guy's head,
HP,
B1.
B.
What?
Yeah.
HP.
B1.
What's HP?
I was
What's
trying to say B1.
On
Yeah,
the back of the
B1.
guy's head,
B1.
B1.
It was.
I heard Matt
got it.
first.
Ethan's
H
so
H A A B
BH.
I had no idea where that one was.
Find the green horn.
Okay.
I tried looking for this piece too. I tried green stem and I couldn't find it. And then I was like, oh, it was once a white horn, and that's what it's labeled as. You ready?
Yep. C2. B2. B3. Sorry. B3.
B3.
Oh.
Yes,
B3.
Zane.
Only first answer matters, B3.
I pulled the Brad. It's C. It's. I couldn't get it out.
Zane got it.
I wanted to say
uh,
in her hand.
But this is a cool mock by Maury.
cool mock.
We've had this guy before, and I still can't pronounce his name. But he does really great character builds. I think so. But he does really good character builds. I'm a big fan of his work. I like they're great character builds. So go follow Morioritis. He's got some great builds on. I think you should check him out because they're really cool. But the next build, how many flamingos? This is interesting.
I didn't even know this was a piece.
It's a part that's pretty easy to sew. I expect it to be like that. How many flamingos are there?
Two.
Oh, I was not even close to that.
Yep. Mr. BrickingUpBrad got it.
You guys are fantastic. Oh.
That was fun. Find
Oh, I didn't even see these.
the chameleon.
Chameleon. I love chameleons. Yes.
Find the chameleon.
The chameleon.
Are you? Then I expect Zane to find this one first.
Oh, dang, it's camouflaged very, very well. Oh
B3.
my goodness.
Oh, B3.
Yeah, it's at the top of the stairs there.
B3.
I had to give Matt a chance. Matt, that would be
That's
2
fun.
games in a row he's won.
With B3. Find the cat. Let's hopefully I can make it through the rest of the stud bets without showing this cat.
Yeah, no joke.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Find the cat.
Anticipation.
Oh,
Oh,
B2.
a B2.
Two.
Brad, I think Brad got it.
No, I got it. Not
Zane
Brad, I got
definitely
it.
got it.
Zane got it?
definitely got it.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
What do you
it's
mean?
fair to
You-
say, I got it out
Isn't
first.
it so laggy that we're all showing up at different times for him? I hope you all know that. Like, I
Yeah.
definitely got the flamingos, and he gave it to Brad.
Oh, I thought he said
Oh,
Matt.
did he? Oh.
We just passed over that. We just passed over that. So
I thought
Oh,
he said
yeah.
Matt. I swear, I thought he
yeah,
said
he said it
Matt.
goes to bringing up Brad.
Real quick. So BrickingUpBrad. So for those who are new to the show,
I might have said that.
this is Mocky time, where we talk about mocks that Ethan finds, and we do this game like for people wondering. The question was, this is a pretty cool game. Do you do this every week?
Once a
So we
month.
switch between our segments. So yeah, it's about once a month. We have different games that we play during the show, and this is definitely up there of one we
Feel
do
free to play along as well.
Yes.
All right, but this is a really cool mock by, can y'all guess? Y'all know this guy.
Ethan
guy-
Artisan.
Noah
Oh,
H2
no.
Brick.
Oh.
By H2 Brick. He built, it's really cool. A lot of
Is
he
cool
gonna-
elements here too.
Is he going to
But
be at
medium
Georgia?
meat as the dirt. Yes, he is. He's going all the way
That's
from
hilarious.
Germany. It'll be cool. I think Atlanta Brick Co is the reason, because Atlanta Brick Co is awesome. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. It's so much inventory, but great builds. Yeah, you can tell that animals were fun to pick out, because I a lot of animals in this build. But the final build,
Ooh.
how many leaf capes? This is a great
Oh,
part. This
good
is
Lord.
if y'all know this builder, you know that this builder uses this piece a lot. I've had this builder in before, but he uses
feel
this
like-
piece quite a bit.
I feel like you've shown this as a part to find before. It might have been from the
No,
same
I
builder.
feel yes, I have.
All right.
Really?
I think
do
it's
it.
the same builder.
Do it.
3. Oh, 2. Yeah, there's only 2.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt got that for sure.
Ding.
The top of the apple.
Are those
confused me for half a second.
Fabuland heads? Oh, those are
Yes.
so creepy.
Yeah. Find the cheese slope.
The cheese slope.
C3.
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 I got
I
it
got
first.
it.
I
Brad
think
got
Brad
it.
got it. Then ready? Okay. Ding. Find the light bluish gray suitcase.
LBG.
I wanted to shorten it.
I love you, Ethan. You are so behind.
Oh, wait, it moved. Oh, A2.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's-
How did you
Oh,
find
God,
that?
Man.
Oh,
How did you do that?
I don't know how I found that.
I thought this would be like a 30-second look around, but yeah, A2.
Jeez.
That's you surprised me.
I think I was staring
that.
right at it
This is
when it came out.
But I just want y'all to admire this mock. I believe it was for a challenge, one of the challenge that Day and the Fan did. But this mock is just super awesome. There's so much going on here.
I really like
I mean,
the
there's-
use of the fox. That was a CMF costume figure that he just took the head and kind of hid the mouth area for.
yeah.
I really am not a big fan of the costume figures because of that, because they have that mouth area and it takes away the look that it is that animal if you
they
wanted
do
to
add
use it
the
for something
tail,
else.
too.
Right.
That's
But he
cool.
found a way to integrate it in perfectly.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's so much to look at in this build. Like with all there's a lot of there's just so much of the stones in the back, and then so many different characters and food. And what is that bread piece like that? The chef hat
The
that's a piece
croissant?
of bread. Yeah, where is that from? I've never
the
seen
cake?
that before.
Oh, probably a friend
don't
set
know.
or something like that.
Yeah, that would have to be my guess. I have no clue what that'd be a part of.
Like a little kitchen with like the pie.
'Cause
Like
that's literally
a
a chef hat. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was really cool. There's a pig in the bottom right. There's just a
Find
lot
the
to
gray
look at here.
fish.
There's no more questions.
Oh,
But this is built by
Is that
Dan
a
the Fan.
silver bucket?
There is a silver bucket.
yeah. What is that?
What is that
What's
from?
that from?
Belleville?
Dan
I think
is
some of this
one of the his specialty is finding the weirdest pieces and incorporating them in a mock. Like he finds the weirdest Duplo pieces. Like it's crazy how he finds the weirdest pieces and uses them in his builds, which is really cool.
It feels like a
But-
Where's Waldo type of thing. Like he's intentionally building it for people to try to find stuff.
That's why we do what we do.
That's what it feels
But-
like. Mhm.
Ethan, you might be a little behind on this, but I feel like it's time for one of these super sweet special spin wheel questions. So let's just go.
Oh,
Yeah, we're not telling anybody what to do. Anybody knows thing that happens periodically. That's go. And this is gonna be a weird. If you could be a dessert, what would you be?
ooh, a
What would
dessert.
you be? What would you
The
be?
goby. Oh, dessert. Okay.
Dessert, not desert. Ding dong. It's
I'm just joking.
Oh gosh.
That was good.
I want to make
That's-
so
that's
many
good.
jokes right now.
dessert.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Get ice cream
Mm.
cake.
Does anybody have any answers to this? Because I feel like there's a lot of humming going on.
I-
Not a lot of
there's-
answering going
I-
on.
You know what?
Let me see.
I'd be a donut.
Donut. Okay,
Why?
you called donut. What flavor of donut? Not just donut. Let's be serious here.
Oh, okay. If we're gonna take this seriously, if I was gonna be a donut, I would be. Oh, okay. I got a good answer. There's a donut at a local place near me that does maple bacon donut. Like a
Yeah.
little bits of bacon. I would be that donut because I'm a little bit salty, but I'm sweet too.
That's true.
I'm kind of like a Sour Patch Kid.
Oh, true. True.
I was
that's
about
funny.
to say
Okay,
Sour
the
Patch
only-
Kid as dessert, but I was like, that's candy.
That's candy. It's not
Um,
dessert. We need a dessert.
The only problem about the I'm not Canadian, so the maple part doesn't make sense.
Well,
but
so at Denny's, they used to have a thing called a bacon shake. So you could get like a shake that they literally put maple syrup, vanilla ice cream, and bacon chunks into, and it was fantastic. And I was gonna say that as mine, but so way to go, Brad, for double down on the bacon maple stuff.
donut though, you can say the shake like.
Mine's a shake. Mine's like, easy down, salty, sweet, delicious. Yours is doughy. Got to chew through it a little bit, work through it a little bit, but still you for sure. Ethan's just off.
Love this
He's not even.
question.
He's totally just. He's like that. Individually wrapped like cake pop or like
okay.
brownie pack you found in the closet. Like, oh yeah, I forgot I had you. What a delicious little treat.
He's like the Twinkie that was
The
found 2 years
Twinkie.
ago.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot you were even here. Like, wow, I'm so happy you're
You're
here.
still
Thank you.
good though. Like,
Still fantastic. Matt,
I would pick a chocolate chip cookie, and the reason is
you're
because
basic.
no, I think it's
That's
so.
what I was about
think,
to say.
think you have a dessert. You have a dessert table. You have a dessert table, right? And everything looks kind of a little outlandish. You don't know what to try.
yeah.
Chocolate chip cookie, always dependable. The soft kind. You know what you're
Not the
getting.
hard kind.
You see it, you go for it. You're always putting it on your plate, and then you can try other things along with it. But you're always gonna have that chocolate chip cookie.
I like
But
that.
wait,
Dependable, flavorful,
I-
all old, reliable. Like
Are you-
you'll be trying other stuff, but that you like
Yeah.
just in
Are-
case
Mhm.
you have the chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's something
Are
to go
you-
back
wait,
to if you
wait,
don't like
hold
the other
up.
things.
Are you one of those chocolate chip
Accidentally
cookies that
put
once you bite into it, it's actually raisin?
That ruins my day. That ruins my day.
It's
Okay,
dude, it's
I
happened
found
too
my-
many times to me. Oh yes, Ethan, go.
Oh man. Okay, I would be a dipped cone because it has a shell in it, and kind of you don't know what it is. You don't know it could be some weird chocolate, and then once you get to know that ice cream and take a bite, you're like, oh, it's nice, sweet, and it's like a shell. So once you get to know me, you break the shell, and I'm like a dip cone.
That's
Oh,
a
okay.
perfect answer.
Very plain,
Okay.
vanilla,
How
boring
did
on
we
the
all
inside.
Why do I
That's
feel
a
like I'm in
great
an
answer.
interview right now? I feel like
Yeah.
I'm providing an interview. If you were a appliance, what would you be?
If
No,
you were
but
fine.
how did
I
that
love
just
it.
reveal so much about ourselves? Like,
Cookie.
I'm just saying, everyone had it. Like, I don't know. Maybe mine's
like
a little bit off, but I think those are some pretty solid answers. That's a really good question, Zane.
Thank you.
Speaking of
Yeah, that's fine.
discussions and questions, guys, I have a question for you all, but I don't know where the question of the week intro is.
I got it.
so-
Oh, do we have one?
We do, but it's under a different segment because we don't have it listed in StreamYard.
Oh yeah, because it's not a common thing, right? It's just kind of a.
Right.
So everybody, if you guys are listening, make sure you guys go check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, all your favorite platforms, and even TikTok now. You can find us all over. If you want to support us, go down below and get some stuff from our merch store. Help support the show. Help support the channel. We would love to see you guys repping us, doing that kind of stuff, and seeing you guys comment and like on all of our different social medias. So go check the beacons down below and make sure you check out all of our individual beacons as well. You wanna
Join
see
the
all of them.
Discord server. Submit your
Yeah.
memes there. We'll probably be taking a look at those next week since we didn't cover them today. So keep that in mind. You can also become a part of the show through working with us there.
And on top of that, if you have some time segments from a part of a show that you think is just absolutely hilarious and you think we should edit it up, or you don't even want to edit it up, let us know. Wrathful's been doing some awesome edits, but we also want to do some edits for you guys. We just don't always know what you guys thought was the funniest part of the show. So if there is something that you guys thought was funny, put that in the Discord. But
Yeah.
here is the question of the week.
It's time for the question of the week.
I never understood. I just got it as I went to say that. Never mind.
What?
In his hand, I'm like, why is he just crushing random bricks? That doesn't make any sense. It's a question mark. I just got that. I've always thought, I'm like, why are we crushing stuff randomly for no reason?
We're
Do
breaking
you
down a question. That's like
Actually, like, pay any attention.
Well, I do, but usually he's doing goofy stuff with, like,
Kindness, Matt.
figures or-
Kindness.
Like he literally just. I mean, all of his videos are just kind of goofy, fun videos. I thought he was just breaking barriers and doing stuff like that. But it's literally, I just got it.
Okay.
Every intro has a double meaning.
I see that.
I want to change the question of the week to how didn't Zane know that before, but instead we're gonna keep it rolling. Now, guys, I just want to put this out there. I didn't ask the Discord. I didn't ask you guys if you had a question for us. If you do, please throw it into the Discord server or throw it as a comment on one of our videos. DM us on Instagram. We'd love to answer your questions on future shows as well. But a question that I've seen thrown out on TikTok, YouTube, from a few people. I've seen this covered from a few people. I think Holly on Film was the first. But if you were the CEO of the LEGO Group, what would be, you only have one thing that you can change, one decision that you can make, one order to put into place. What would you enact as CEO of the LEGO Group? You have one thing to do.
Bring back
And
Santa.
you can't say bring back a theme, more castle, more Star Wars. It has to be, or this piece needs to be in more sets. Ethan, we need more medium nougat, something serious.
I would lay off a third of the workforce and put everything automated mechanical.
Oh!
Sorry, guys. I need more cheddar. I don't need y'all make costing me.
Chat GBT is now going to.
Yeah, that's what
I want fully automation. I want production lines because then I can lower the price of Lego. I don't need employees. I don't need that. I need a few people to fix the machines. That's all. I'm joking, but at the same time,
in the line at the Lego store. In the Lego store, you have the line is just like 100 feet long, and you're waiting in a line for a robot to take your order, or like to.
No, not that. I'm talking about in the factories, not in Lego stores.
Hold up one second. Besides the fact we got the celebrity in the house here with Ant Bandit showing up in chat. Thank you so much for stopping by. Reboot Galador is such a great idea.
Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly, if they went minifigure style with it, I'd be fine with Galador coming back. It just can't be what Galador is known for.
I have another one.
Okay, Zane, what is your serious answer to that?
I mean, that one actually ended up being, the more I thought about it, it's actually not a bad idea. Like,
you're gonna take the soul out of.
Not all the workforce.
Hey, you realize that Lego's biggest thing is customer service, right? Like
the production line, not all of the workforce, just the production line. We're gonna make it automated. We still need employees, but they're less expensive. You don't have to pay for insurance.
What in the production line isn't automated?
Yeah,
I don't know. You tell me with Lego. I don't know. I don't know what Lego.
I don't know their molding process, and it looks pretty
automated. Why is it so expensive? Somebody explain that to me.
I could tell you why, but you don't know. I'm not gonna like the answer.
I know why. Honestly, my real thing would be if you're paying over $150 for a set, no stickers. Once you get, there will always be stickers, especially for cheap sets, whatever. I mean, that's fine. Nothing custom for like a $20 set, but anything over $150, I feel like that's a good line. No stickers, whether it's UCS or not. $150 is the limit. Right.
You know what though? I agree with that. Brickheads don't need printed pieces in a way. I don't know. So I agree. I think
it matters for both ends of the spectrum. And what they do right now is for kids. They print things. So the junior sets, the brickheads, those are more geared towards kids in a sense. Mm-hmm. Even though I think brickheads are more kind of like an adult collectible thing that goes with pops, but that's like the point. Yeah. I think at both ends of the spectrum. So for little kids, for junior sets, everything printed like they've been doing. But then, like you just said, makes complete sense. For over $150, it's a premium product. Yes.
I mean, with that even said, like a lot of Lego Star Wars, like the Light Cruiser, how much was that one? Like 120 or something like that?
160.
Oh, was it 160? Okay, so but that doesn't even have any stickers. I was just trying to think of a set that's over $100.
Razor Crest, let's put it that way. Like that was 130.
That's 130. So there's still going to be stickers there.
Yeah.
But I think that's fair because you're paying, like you're not paying the premium price yet, right? $150 to $800. I feel like there should be no stickers. Yeah. When I was putting the stickers on the Razor Crest, like I love the build, but then when it was like you need a sticker, I'm like, why? Why am I putting a sticker on this? This does not need a sticker right now.
For how much did that set cost?
Was it $600?
something like that. I thought it was like 530,
or
but
maybe
Paying
530.
$600 for a display model that you have to put decals on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then if the sticker's not quite right, especially with
I
it being that
honestly-
expensive, it's like,
I would even take 200 as the limit.
yeah, I
Like,
mean,
I-
150, 200 bucks.
I would be happy with over 200, anything over 200. So,
Especially if it's a display set.
Like
yes.
that, not a playset, a display, because there's stickers in here that are required. Like you cannot put them on, but then the ship would be missing some of the yellow spots and some of the detailing.
Right.
So you have to put the stickers on, and that's like Matt's biggest pet peeve is you don't have the choice not to. You have to, or else it looks funny.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Ethan,
This
I'm gonna
is
ask
a
now.
tough question. Like, I feel like, do I go a
I already
comedic
got my
way and
answer.
say like Lego should post on their TikTok? That would like have some, or something. I am sure in the middle of the night I'll think of, oh, it's that. Like have an updated. Always have like, I don't know. It'll be something.
I'll buy you a
That's,
second.
like,
I'll
my
buy you a
go-to.
second. We want to also know what
Okay.
you guys think, so I'm going to bring up some of what.
hold on. I
uh,
wasn't gonna bring up that comment yet because that's my.
Well,
So
let me just say,
no,
Ant Bandit's comment says, "My honest answer would be to refocus on original IP in smaller sets." I think that's a
Okay,
great.
IP.
I'm gonna give yes, Ant-Man. Yes, Lego does actually have an official TikTok.
They
So this
haven't
is where
posted
I
on
was
it.
gonna go with the question. And there's also a great one from Brickheads, Pirate Space and City. They focus on those 4 core ones. I think this is honestly this might be a little bit more. I would be fine with keeping Star Wars and Marvel and stuff, but I do think there is some scaling back that could be done of some other themes, like getting rid of, there's certain themes that like have been going for a long time that really they just keep trying to breathe life into, and it's just starting to die out. So to me personally, I agree. Bring back original IPs, but I think it's fine to have those other ones, but just make sure there is a focus on that. And I think having smaller sets, like you have the $30 Forest Hideout and the $30 Blacktron Cruiser, those 2 sets that were GWPs would have been amazing $30 sets that look great. They display well. They're very playable. And they're just amazing all around sets where I think a lot of times when Lego says, hey, here's a $30 set, what happens is it's very, think of the Star Wars $30 sets we get, or the City $30 sets we get. They're very much bin sets. Whereas the Forest Hideout and the Blacktron Cruiser are very much not. And I think we can all agree that those are beautiful looking sets. So I think doing cheaper sets, if I was president, one of my big goals would be doing a lot more sets that are under $50 and below that are good. Why am I hearing myself again? Sorry.
Zane, you got an echo. I think it's Zane.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't. My phone was over here sitting down, and it just
Oh.
started playing Brad. So
Weird.
so personally for me, that would be the way to move. Either go to that form of making sets here and there that could be those, or making original IPs with a focus on, hey, these are good for adults, but also good for younger kids, making those cheaper sets in that route.
I can see
That's,
that
that's a good answer.
definitely. Because think about, like, I know this is not for a long time, but
Yeah.
Star Wars is trying to stay alive with all these different TV shows and so much going on, and at some point it will stop. And so those fans eventually will die off. So say all Star Wars and Marvel and everything kind of fades out. What does Lego have left to hold them afloat, right? If they don't focus at least something decent, I mean, they've got Ninjago. They've definitely have some.
But even
Cool
that's
stuff.
starting to, I'd
It
say
feels like it,
Ninjago
but
can be
I-
cut back a lot.
I mean, you'll
I
always
don't
have your
think
Mach
Star
brothers.
Wars. I don't think Star Wars will ever die out.
Yeah,
I
not
have
ever?
a feeling there's a way that'll become less popular though. I think right now Marvel and Star Wars is going through something where there is a lot of fans behind it, but the problem is there's so much content being pumped into people's lungs. They're starting to be like,
With
It
the
becomes
fans of those, so there are kids who love Star Wars. There are
Yeah.
6-year-olds to 8-year-olds who love Star Wars now. They will
Yeah.
probably be lifelong fans if they continue as we did.
Yeah, for sure.
But after them, maybe that's a long way down the line. You have to think too, though. If you enjoy something so much, like for me personally, I love Star Wars. if I have kids one day, I would love to share that with them. Sure, if they
Yeah.
don't like it, that's up to them. But I would love to introduce it to them at least. And if they liked it as much as I did, then they'll be willing to buy the products as well.
Sure. I mean, a lot of Lego focal point down the road, I feel like is going to be mock based, like pieces. If they honestly, if they ever lost themes or something happened, the mock community, I feel like, is a big enough community that it would keep Lego going in just purchase orders, like
Right.
part orders and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking the best move for Lego is they're putting too much effort on these really big price tag sets
Yeah.
and not any effort into these cheap sets. And I think, honestly, in my opinion, making more sets that are solid sets at $30 to $50 range. And I mean, keep doing big sets. I think that's great when you can afford a big set. It's worth it. We all know that. But if you can get a $30 to $50 set that's a really good set that will add on to maybe that bigger set if you get it in a way, I think to me that's more worth it. And I have a lot of friends who are Castle fans who don't have
Yeah.
a lot of money and they can't afford the big Castle stuff. Same thing with space fans. So
Yeah.
I'm
No,
just
I
saying,
think
I
think
think that
finding a
needs to be the move.
way I agree. I think finding a way to make a $30 set have the same level of quality as a $600 set.
Well,
Like,
here's
Yeah.
sure, it's
Yeah.
bigger.
Well,
That's great, but I want a reason to buy the $30 set as much as I have a reason to want the $600 one.
Well, here's one. So I think Cool Guy Dom is the one who actually said it on a TikTok or something like that, and it's about the Avatar sets. Avatar is not Lego, but like they made an Avatar set that has 3 separate builds inside of like a $40 set, and it even shows like first pictures like you hanging with your friends. Each person does a separate little build, so it's $40. You get 3 builds, and you get to build with friends. You get to have an experience. It's fun. It's detailed. It's entertaining. It makes a $40 set fun. Right, and worth the price. It's not just, hey, we're paying $40 for a display or $6 for something to just sit there. It's like, you're paying $40. Let's give you 3 things to do. You can do it with your friends. You can do it by yourself. Let's make it an experience of a build. If Lego would take that and put it into Castle or into Pirates or their own cities or something like that, I mean, yeah, those are great. But I'm saying taking that style and giving it that next oomph for the price, right?
No, I'm just saying, I think if they did more sets like this, I agree. I think that's exactly what you're trying to say. I think that's what we're both. I'm just like, I was trying to pull these up as examples. I haven't built this one yet, and I actually will be building this one soon. But this was a fun build. It looks great on my shelf, but it also, I think a kid could have a lot of fun with this set. And I think there is that mixture there. And I think, Zane, I'm pretty sure that's what you're getting at too. I want an experience for a little cheaper price. And it feels like Lego's like, well, unless you get a big set, you don't get that experience. And we're just going to give you parts almost.
Yeah. It like you said, it becomes a Ben set.
I mean,
so price range for build quality and experience, right? It needs to have that good balance.
Yeah. Ethan, do you have an idea yet?
Yeah, like imagine you're a 10-year-old kid and you're like, walk through the Lego store and what sets are available in that price range. There's Minecraft. I think Minecraft does well with that having those smaller sets, but even then I don't know how long they would last. But most of them at the Lego store, it's $200 plus sets. Even I think $100 like at the max, because like my brother, he walked through the Lego store or Target and he wants $100 set. There's not many $100 sets. It's either $20 to $30 sets or $300 sets where there's no like good sets that are like Brad said.
Yeah, you walk into Lego and into the store and you just see a wall of black boxes as a kid.
And the Galaxy Explorer is probably, one of the ones that sticks out, and that's $100, which is a great price.
2022.
Yeah, for that price range.
How inviting is it for a kid to walk into a Lego store and see a big wall of black boxes?
And
you
then
say
open
that,
it up
but
and it's white instructions on top of that, and it's like, and the black sets boxes are about to go to white instructions too, and it's just like, to me, Lego is becoming more of a model system, and not as much of a toy. And I honestly, that is so sad to me. That is so sad that it's like, someone made a great post on it. I'm gonna quickly, I if you guys saw my Instagram story today, I shared this post and it was late 2000s to 2020s Lego. Focus on licensed themes, relies on mainstream trends, brands, and recognition for promotion. Lifeless commercials without tension and soul. Boring corporate website that's hard to navigate. And then late 2000s to 2010 Lego. Focus on original themes, create cosmic flash games and original animation for promotion. Awesome, iconic commercials narrated by David Bateson. And then colorful and easy to navigate website that includes lore and flash games. Think of how much Lego has changed. And I get it. They are marketing it to people like me. But honestly, I found the Wayback Machine recently, which is, if you guys don't know, a website that you can put in links to older websites. And I was able to find an older version of Lego website. And I gotta say, I had so much fun going through that website and looking at the cool images and how they had shown stuff. Now, I was looking at for a tavern talk, but I had so much more fun looking at that website. And I think of what it is now. And on top of it, like, I wanted to play some of those games. I wanted to watch the commercials and stuff because I think to me that was really cool. And it's sad for me to see the way Lego's going. So I'm sorry, I got really deep there.
No, it's very corporate. It feels very corporate. It feels a lot less fun.
Yeah, and that's
it's like
sad.
In a way, it's like content creating. It's like, do you focus on new followers with the trends, or your followers that you already have with having good content that's kind of like what you want? It's like you have to.
That's such a scary way of putting
it.
I completely agree, but it's such a, oh my god, no, yeah.
Do
you want new followers, or do you want to focus on the followers you have?
Ethan, I think or keep going.
I just gonna say, I think personally, new followers would want to see some of that older stuff too. Personally, because I remember there's a lot of people who are as the guy who makes content about older
all about
themes,
balance.
There's so many people who are like, oh my gosh, is Power Miner still a thing? I would love to get a set from that. Is Castle still a thing? I would love to get a set from that. So I'm just saying there is an audience for it, even in newer followers who are maybe, I guess they're followers.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Ethan, you got an answer now, I'm guessing.
Oh, I just said balance. I mean,
yeah. Okay.
You know what? I think we all have some very good answers. You know,
wait, did Matt say what his
no,
answer was?
I was still waiting for Ethan's answer because he kind of gave us a non-answer, but
I gave a lot. Updated, keep the pick a brick wall updated.
Okay, there you go. Matt, what's yours?
I like
change the box. People. Change the box styles. No, actually, I'm gonna have a typical Matt Mellish answer, which is focusing on marketing in a different way. So I think, like I said, Lego used to be a lot more fun. The biggest problem that I see in the Lego community is this lack of understanding for why certain decisions are made. And I think that as Lego fans, we need a lot more clarity on why they make certain choices that affect us, the consumer. And if they had more designer interviews, if they had more informative videos about like how a set was made, if you don't like that set, you can understand why there are helmet holes in a clone trooper or whatever the case may be. Why wasn't this set made before? What was the challenges with building this or designing this model? Why are there so many stickers? Like, I think answering those questions and finding a reasonable, respectful way to do that in video content, in blog posts, whatever the case may be, and refocusing those marketing efforts to informing the consumer, not just saying, hey, look at this. I think that would go a long way.
On top of that, a lot of times when that does happen, we get very snobby answers, if that makes sense, back. And that just like, as a consumer, I'm like, well, screw you guys then. Like, as someone who used to work at Lego, I remember when they messed up on the box art for the what was it, Republic gunship? Yeah, we got an answer to tell people like, oh yeah, the dark side clouded our judgment, and so blah blah blah. And it's just like, no, tell straight people, yeah, we screwed up. That's our bad. Like taking ownership in a way, and I think I agree. I remember there was a video back in the day, and not to bring up Lego cars, but there was this great video on the Lego cars thing about how those sets were made, and it went from the design process. And I don't think we've seen one of those in a long time. And this guy walked through the design process of making one of these sets. Now the theme was done, so we, kind of no spoilers and stuff. But like, I think that would be an amazing route to take. I agree with you, Matt. I think people want to know what the choices were made. So,
and granted, like, I better be careful how I say this, but with the Lego Ambassador Network, that responsibility is kind of put on us as content creators to do that. I am very blessed to be in that, and to get designer interviews, and to like be in the inside and somehow reiterate that to my audience. But I wish that we got that information, but that Lego didn't. Lego could also put out the message in their own way and be more transparent with the consumers, rather than kind of going through us in a way. I'm lucky to do it. I'm happy to do it and be a part of that. But I wish that everybody had the ability to sit in on a designer meeting rather than just me. That's the way I'm going to put it, because it's really cool to get to hear them talk. And I wish that everybody had that privilege, because unfortunately we're not allowed to share those videos.
I mean, even if those designers got to talk with Lego content creators on streams, right.
And some do. I mean, I've seen it before in the past. I think London Bridge actually had the designer for Speed Champions on his stream at one point, which was really cool. And he got to ask him questions. And sure, there's certain things that he can't disclose, but like, to have that be put out from the company and have them be a bit more transparent, I think would allow the consumers to have more respect for why a certain product is made versus another one, and to understand.
Yeah.
Because that's why you get people complaining about things and you get all this negativity, is because you don't see the passion that someone puts into a project like that. I also think in terms of like the marketing, like I mentioned, the imagery is certainly geared toward higher class individuals. When you look at the lifestyle images and all of that, it's geared towards higher class. It feels like it is. Now, for some sets, I would argue the opposite. I think they do a good job, but for some, it just feels like we're in a concrete space that doesn't look like my house. I wish it looked a little bit more like my house.
I feel like it's very disconnected from a Lego fan. Like, it's like, oh yeah, that Eiffel Tower is going to be in the corner with 500 different sets around it. Whereas when we see it in the images, we joked about this. It was like a room in its own next to the fireplace. Like, I feel like they should hit up Lego fans, be like, can we come take photographs of a new set in your house for like they would all say yes, because that would be sick. And also, like, you can see collections in the background. You barely ever see another Lego set in the background.
No,
there's a couple times, but like,
true.
I don't know. That's just, I agree. I honestly, I think that's what I made. I want Matt to take over their marketing department now. I think
I want Lego to embrace their product, because it feels like they're just putting out B-roll as social media posts.
Yeah.
Like, really embrace the design process and share that with people, because it's genuinely interesting, and that might be the reason somebody buys something.
So something at my job we talk a lot about. For those who don't know, I am a social media coordinator for a company who we talk to a certain community, and that's our big thing. The big word that we use is community, and Lego community is a community, but I don't think Lego itself interacts with that community as much as they should. And I think if you really want people to fall in love with what you're doing, and if they want you to be a part, if you want to, people have to be heard. People have to be felt like they're getting some, like they're a part of this community. And I think Lego's like, well, yeah, you guys kind of do your own things. Like, I think if they really were a part of, like, really want to interact part of the community, when they did like LegoCon, they'd be inviting more content creators to go do stuff with that. They would be inviting famous mock builders or something to come join them at this, big thing that's supposed to be their thing to interact with the community. But again, it's like they're bringing like A-list celebrities to host this thing and all this other stuff. And it's like, yeah, I get it. You're putting a lot of money into this, but it also just feels like, yeah, we're, we like you guys. Keep buying our product, but you're not really a part of our community in a way.
Mhm.
I don't know. Does that make sense?
With some
It seems like
aspects,
they're
I think they are going a little bit better. Like, because even on their website, they had like these little videos. I know Jay did one about mock building and
Yeah.
taking photography. Basically, I think and that was actually really good. If y'all haven't
Yeah.
watched it, I don't know where you watch it, but it's somewhere.
Emily's
That was
the
good,
host.
and they had.
But
Mhm.
again,
I
those
thought that
are
was
really
great.
hard to find. Going
Yeah.
back to their website, I've never been able to find those when I go. Actually,
The only reason I knew about that was because Emily shared it. I will
Yes.
also
Yeah, that's-
say that.
Mhm.
Like,
It wasn't advertised well.
own, you gotta own it. Like, it feels like they're afraid. Or they're like, they're posting and ghosting.
yeah.
I would agree,
think
Brad. I think that was
like
a perfect way to
LegoCon.
put it.
I think there's so much potential with LegoCon, like where they can kind of
True.
redirect some things and where it can be something that is really good.
And I hope by not having a Lego Con 2023 that they come back in 2024
Yeah.
and have
Do
a
it
better
better.
idea of what they're doing.
Well,
True.
on top of it, we want to go back to marketing. You go to their website, everything's just like white background. Like every image is this white background. Like you go to look at old Kingdom sets or something like that, and there's just
I'm
like,
cool with the white background because you can see what product you're getting. What I'm not
That's
as
true.
cool with is the renders
yeah, that's true. But
because
I don't
it's
know.
not as accurate to what the set actually is.
Mm.
So for sure, I think this is a really good question. I think it brought out a lot from
Yeah,
us.
it was.
That was a really good question.
Well, thank you. Well, like I said, I wasn't the first to come up with it. I've seen other people ask themselves,
Take
and
credit.
yeah,
Take-
well, no. I've seen it. I'm bringing it up here. I can take credit for bringing it up here, but let us know in the comments what you guys think. What would you change if
Yeah.
you were the CEO of Lego and you had one decision that you could make? Also,
oh,
hello, Shy.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing
just
well.
came out
mate.
you just came out that. I think we should quickly turn this into what's happening content world this week. And since Shy just showed up, is it okay if we move into that direction?
Yeah.
oh yeah, for sure.
So this Friday at what time did I talk about?
It's your stream.
I
You don't even know what time.
9 p.m. Eastern time. Me and Shy will be doing an awesome stream together about Lego army building. As he is a big army builder, and I definitely have built a decent amount of armies. We're gonna be talking about it and talking pros, cons, and tons of different questions from it. And if you miss it, don't worry. It'll still be up on my YouTube channel afterwards. And I will be chopping out some content for shorter form content so you can get the highlights out of it. So that is a huge thing that is happening. I've been really excited for this. I've been planning it for a bit in my head and finally was able to set a time with Shy. And since he's here, I thought I'd say that. On top of that, for me, I am working on my next big video, which is every castle CMF. You guys really like this. Sorry. Every space CMF. You guys
You've
really
already
like
done
every
that
castle CMF. And
Yeah, you've
I
already done
just
that.
finished the
Spacey
script
talk.
for every space CMF. On top of that,
Spacey talk.
I'm working on my other next video, which is my new series called Spaceport, which I'll be doing about Boushh, as I said earlier.
Spacey
So
talk.
a lot of content coming out this week, and I'm putting out a whole bunch of shorts here soon. So, and on all platforms. So, Matt, anything new for you in the Lego world?
This week, like I mentioned at the start of the show, I got my A-frame cabin review done, which took me a very long time to produce. So I'm going to be moving on to my next
great.
review. Thank you, Ethan. I appreciate that. I'll be moving on to my next review. Not sure which it'll be yet. I don't know if I should go with the botanicals or if I should start on the Avatar and get through those. But I'm excited
It's
to be
Valentine's
building.
Day. Flowers.
That's a good point. It's a very astute point. I appreciate that. Of course, posting as much as I can on TikTok. I didn't come out with a post today. Last year I posted daily. The year before that I posted daily. This year I'm trying to reorient what I'm doing and post a little bit more on YouTube. So if you're not following me there, please go subscribe. And of course, stick with me over on TikTok. I'm sure that's, if you're already acquainted with me, where you know me from. So hope to be making more content. I'm not sure which direction we're headed in terms of what I'm doing this next week in particular, but I will say one thing that I almost forgot. I still have to finish my Sanctum Sanctorum that Zevi.com. So I need to live stream that this week. I need to finish that so I can actually make a post because it's long overdue. And I hope you all tune in for that because it'll probably be just me hanging out and chatting with you and answering your questions. Zane, what do you have coming out this week?
This week I have another another one of my videos. Why am I blanking right now on the name?
Empire
of it?
Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
Thank you. Holy cow.
Dude,
Welcome to
all of us having
ADHD, people.
such bad
Just-
word retrieval today.
Yes.
Then you look
Empire
tired.
Strikes Back. I am so tired. I didn't put one out last Friday because I've been moving, and so with moving comes putting the new house together, and then also repairing the old the old rental house to turn it back over to the owners and stuff like that. So I've
Razor
been,
Crest.
but yeah, plus I know when I got done moving this weekend, I was building the Razor Crest, and so we were going to bed at like 2 a.m, and then we would get up, 5, 6, keep going, working, get done, come home, keep building Lego.
Oh, it's so hard work.
It is hard work, but that's the thing is I put the enjoyment at the end of it with building the Lego, trying not to burn myself out.
Gives you
but I'm
motivation
burning
to
myself
finish.
out.
Mhm.
Right. So, but I'll be putting another one out this Friday, and I
Nice.
post them at 5
Excited for
a.m.
that.
on Friday
Hey
morning.
Zane. Do you like to move it? I like
love
to move it.
move it.
Move it.
I like that he gets on point with his timing right there at the end.
I know.
Way to go, Ethan. What about you, Ethan?
Well, hopefully I'll have a video. I'll be leaving not tomorrow but on Thursday to go to Atlanta BrickCon, and I don't know if I'll be able to have time to make a TikTok video, so I'll probably make a video at the convention, hopefully. Sometimes when I'm at a convention I totally forget about everything, so
Yeah.
Everything.
hopefully I get a video. I like posting them. It's so overwhelming. You just and then it just goes fast forward. Then it's Monday, and you're like, "Oh, why do I feel so bad?"
Yeah.
But hopefully, like by Thursday, I have to finish a YouTube video and pack for a convention. So the next 2 days are going to be busy for me. And then once I'm at the convention, I have no expectations. There's going to be a lot that's happening. Plus traveling and Georgia's a great place. But really just after the convention, and hopefully I'll have a TikTok video, but who knows? I don't really have many big plans, but hopefully I can finish my YouTube video.
Nice.
So that was hopefully will happen. What are you,
Sweet.
Mr. BrickingUpBrad?
I kind of already said. So
Brad already said. But everybody,
Oh, did you
with
say?
all with all these amazing things, make sure you guys to see all of that. Go down to all of our brick things, all of our beacons down below. That way you can go check out all of our social medias and view all the videos, all the things that we're posting, our daily TikToks, our weekly videos, and just support us in every way you can. But guys, as
And
always,
also, go follow the Stud Buds TikTok.
and you'll follow
And,
the new
and,
Step
and
by Step
Spotify.
and Spotify and all that stuff. You guys are all amazing. We love you, and we will see you guys next Tuesday here live on the Stud Buds YouTube channel. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.